Welcome back to News Nexus, where we bring clarity to the headlines that shape our world. Today, we're exploring a question with echoes of history and consequences for the future. Are we about to see another Greece-style debt crisis? More than a decade ago, Greece became the symbol of economic collapse. Its crisis shook Europe, sparked mass protests, and forced painful bailouts. But today, the same warning signs are flashing in multiple countries, from South America and Africa to Asia and the Middle East. In this episode, we'll revisit what happened in Greece, why debt crises keep repeating, and which nations are now standing on shaky financial ground. Most importantly, we'll ask, could these countries become the next Greece? So, let's begin. Back in the early 2000s, Greece borrowed heavily to finance government programs, pensions, and grand infrastructure. For a time, life looked good. But when the global financial crisis erupted in 2008, everything changed. Investors panicked. Suddenly, Greek debt looked unsustainable. By 2010, Greece was locked out of international markets. The fallout was brutal. Unemployment soared above 25%, youth unemployment above 50%. Families saw pensions cut, taxes raised, and services reduced. Streets filled with protests, often violent. To avoid collapse, Greece accepted multiple bailouts from the European Union and the International Monetary Fund. But each bailout came with harsh austerity measures. The world watched as Greece became a cautionary tale. Proof that when debt spirals out of control, even a modern European nation can be brought to its knees. But Greece is only one chapter in a long book of financial crises. Latin America in the 1980s, Asia in the 1990s. History is filled with defaults and meltdowns. So why does this story keep repeating? First, many governments spend far more than they earn. Borrowing feels painless when interest rates are low, but when global conditions shift, repayments become crushing. Second, corruption and weak governance magnify the pain. Money that should build growth is wasted or stolen. And third, shocks from outside can turn trouble into disaster. COVID-19 devastated economies worldwide. The war in Ukraine disrupted food and fuel markets. And rising U.S. interest rates have made debt repayments far more expensive. It's a dangerous mix: high borrowing, weak revenue, global shocks, and political instability. And now, let's look at the countries flashing red warning lights today. Argentina. A nation that has already defaulted 9 times. Inflation soaring above 200%. The peso collapsing. Ordinary people watching their savings vanish almost overnight. Once again, Argentina is negotiating with the IMF, but faith is thin and investors remain wary. Pakistan. Walking a financial tightrope, dependent on imports for food and fuel, but foreign reserves dangerously low. Political instability makes matters worse. IMF bailouts provide temporary oxygen, but the long-term picture remains bleak. Sri Lanka. A modern collapse already witnessed. In 2022, the country ran out of foreign reserves. Fuel, food, and medicine disappeared. Protests swept the streets. The president fled. The country defaulted. Restructuring is underway, but recovery will take years. Egypt, one of the highest debt burdens in the developing world. The pound losing value. Inflation running rampant. Servicing debt consuming a massive share of the budget. Heavy dependence on food and fuel imports leaves Egypt extremely vulnerable. Turkey, not yet in default, but under serious strain. Years of unusual economic policies, especially keeping interest rates low despite inflation, weakened the lira. Household incomes eroded. While Turkey's industrial base is stronger than some peers, investor confidence remains fragile. Nigeria. Africa's largest economy, yet debt service consumes most of its government revenue. Oil, once a lifeline, no longer brings stability. Corruption and inefficiency drain resources, and borrowing has become a habit with consequences. Kenya. Borrowed heavily from China to fund infrastructure, railways, highways, grand projects. Now repayment deadlines arrive. To raise funds, the government imposes new taxes, fueling public anger. If revenues do not improve, Kenya could stumble badly. Lebanon. Defaulted in 2018, and since then, endured one of the worst collapses in modern history. The currency has lost more than 90% of its value. Banks are insolvent. Electricity, medicine, and jobs are scarce. For ordinary citizens, survival is the daily struggle. Why should the world care if one nation defaults? Because in today's global economy, no crisis stays contained. When Sri Lanka defaulted, investor confidence across dozens of other developing nations collapsed. Lending costs shot up. That alone pushed more countries toward danger. And then there's China. Many of these nations borrowed heavily through China's Belt and Road Initiative. Now repayments are coming due. Beijing is hesitant to write off debts. Western lenders insist on reforms. Struggling nations are caught in a geopolitical tug-of-war. This is not just about finance. It's about global power. But can these countries avoid becoming the next Greece? Some may. Greece eventually recovered, after years of austerity, reform, and sacrifice. Nations today may follow the same painful path, restructuring debt, cutting spending, raising taxes, accepting international bailouts. But these steps come with consequences. Protests, political turmoil, families pushed into hardship, leaders swept from office. The path to stability is long and difficult, and yet, the lesson is clear. Debt can fuel growth, but when it becomes excessive, it turns toxic. Greece, Argentina, Sri Lanka, Lebanon. The names are different, but the story is familiar. Excessive borrowing, fragile economies, and the same painful ending. Even wealthier nations are not immune. The United States faces its own questions about a soaring national debt. Europe carries heavy burdens. In a world of rising interest rates and fragile supply chains, the margin for error is shrinking. So, is there another Greece on the horizon? The answer is yes and no. We may not see a carbon copy of Greece, but we are already watching new versions of the same tragedy unfold. Argentina, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Egypt, Lebanon. The cycle continues. The real question, will the world act early? Will lenders, leaders, and institutions face the danger before it explodes? Or will we wait until the protests erupt, currencies collapse, and governments fall? At News Nexus, we'll keep watching. Because debt isn't just an economic story. It's a political story, a human story, and a global story. Thank you for joining us. If you found this breakdown valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It helps us bring more global stories to light. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware, and stay connected.